What's up everybody, I'm Shade. Welcome back to Career Mode episode 16. And right at the start we do the thing that we wanted to do, and we recall Lukaku back from his loan from West Brom. And apparently it wasn't as expensive as the viewer told me. He said it was around 2 or 3 mil, I believe, but it was only like 800 something K. So that's good, and we included him in the starting 11 because we want him to develop into a starting 11 striker, into our main star striker. So his rating was kind of low. He had like 79 acceleration and 82 sprint speed. I'm not sure, but I'm certain that he had 79 acceleration. So we wanted to develop him. We do get a penalty there by Boateng, I believe it was. And I wanted Lukaku to take it, even though he has like 69 penalties. And yeah, he missed, but still want to get him on the score sheet as often as we can. He gets a header and then a rebound, and he gets the first goal for Chelsea since he's been back. And I'm glad. I don't know if how much it affects his growth if he actually gets goals, but of course goals will obviously result in a good match ratio, and that's what will make him grow. But Boateng gets a very nice goal there. And somebody told me about something about Lalkovic, because I said that I wanted to keep Lukaku as the first team striker, as the main striker, and then Lalkovic, to have him as a as the squad rotation striker. You know what I mean? Because I'm very proud of Lalkovic, and somebody told me that Lalkovic only has about 76 potential, and that is pretty low. And I can see how that would be, because Lalkovic is kind of the player that focuses on a few stats. So I think only his finishing and his pace, by the way, is already at 94. So he has 94 sprint speed and 94 acceleration or something. So that's it. He's kind of a I don't know what you call it, like a one-sided player. You know what I mean? But I wanted to ask. I know how to that when you try to sign in a youth player, they show you their potential. But how can you actually see potential for young players that you have in your squad? Because I would like that. But we do get another penalty, and we are going to get Lukaku to take it again. He stuttered penalty this time and fools the keeper, so he does convert the penalty spot right there. But yeah, if you can actually check the potential for the players that you already have, I would very much like that, because I want to know how Lukaku is going to develop. Because to be honest, I would very much like for him to develop into a very pacey player, because that was the case in FIFA 12. I told you I had him in my squad at Chelsea in my career mode in FIFA 12, and after like 2 seasons, he was already above 90 pace and a very good all-round stats. Of course, he was a winger, a left winger in FIFA 12. Was he left one? Because he's left-footed. But yeah, I think he was still a left winger. But now he's a striker, so obviously his finishing and all of those striker abilities stats will go up as well. But I want to know, because it's important to me for him to develop into a very pacey striker, because alongside his strength, that would be lethal. And he gets another goal there. Oh, and I wanted to talk about his strength as well. He felt a bit sluggish at times, and I think mainly it's because of his lack of pace, because we are already pretty deep in our career mode. So obviously the defenders are pretty grown already, so the defenders got good pace as well. And after one match, his acceleration went up to 80. So you know, he did get faster, but the defenders still could catch up to him very quickly, very easily. But there was one point in a match where he was going through on goal, and he had like three defenders, two of them that were like containing him, that were like holding him, and one of them that was trying to catch up. And that very much showed his strength right there. I'm pretty sure it's just his pace that's kind of keeping him from being that I don't know what you call it, from being that good, I guess. I don't know, but because he does mess up a lot of good space opportunities by just not being quick enough. But we do get another penalty, and I'm probably gonna do this for a while, just get Lukaku to take it. This time we opt for the left side because he is a left-footed player, and he just powers that shot. And then he does a very strange celebration. You know, in FIFA, something messes up with the player, and you don't really do a celebration as much as something. Just the player just, I don't know, does something. There's a shoulder thingy one that they do that cancels out any celebration you would want to do. We did have a few international friendlies earlier, though. We did, of course, simulate those ones. We'll just play the ones that aren't friendlies, as I've said before. But after the second match, Lukaku was apparently included in the first 11 of the week of the league, yeah, of the Barclays Premier League. But he gets a goal there in the 11th minute, 11, paying tribute to the old Didier Drogba, the number 11. Probably gonna change his number to something else, maybe a number 9, because he is a number 9. But and even though, as I've said, Lalkovic is kind of a one-sided kind of player, I still want to keep him because he'll just develop. I know he doesn't have a lot of strength, but his amazing pace totally makes up for it. He just runs, he runs and runs for ages, and nobody can catch up to him. And he has pretty good agility, because when the defenders are trying to out muscle him, he does get back on his feet right very quick. I don't know about Lukaku. I'm pretty concerned at this point, because if he doesn't develop to be an above, I would say, 88 pace, I guess, I don't think he will fit with us, because there's a lot of strong and fast players out there that we could get. And if he just develops to be kind of a well, kind of like Drogba was at from during his end of his career, because he was kind of a like decent pace. He had like 75 to 80 pace, and he was just strong, a good finisher, kind of a target man, because target men have good heading and good finishing, but not that well pacers, you know, that not that good pacers. Lukaku keeps getting goals though, but about him, so Drogba, of course, fitted that role very well, because that's what he was like all the time. But I don't want. I have a different plan for Lukaku in mind, and if that's not the way he'll develop, I'm sad, but we'll have to sell him, just like we will sell Neymar. I made up my mind. When Neymar gets back to us, we'll just sell him. But this cutscene, if you're wondering what it's all about, apparently we have enough points at this point to be safe from falling from the Champions League spots in the league. So apparently we cannot lose our Champions League spot right now. So that's why the players were celebrating. There are quite a few matches left though, and we were still behind Manchester City by like 1 point at the end of this episode, but the form we are on at the moment, we are definitely going to pass them. But I do hope you enjoyed this episode. Please let me know what your thoughts on Lukaku are, because I'm very concerned that he will not be all of that which I hoped him to be. But I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, do leave a like. If you can be bothered, don't. I've been Shado. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.